Hey everyone, Snoopy Clown Gang here. Mortal Kombat 11 just released in April, and I've been enjoying the game quite a bit. However, in playing people, I have noticed a few areas that are holding people back from becoming better players. So in this video, I'm going to be going over my top 5 tips to improve your game in Mortal Kombat 11. Let's begin. My first tip is simply to hit confirm. This is exactly what it sounds like. It means to confirm that your attack has been hit before continuing your combo or pressure. For instance, when using Liu Kang, you should always confirm forward 4-3 hits before canceling into a special like bicycle kick. This allows you to fish for combos while still staying safe and maximize damage with your pressure. Most people at a beginner to intermediate level understand this. However, I still see so many people who do not hit confirm their pokes. This is especially super common online. People will throw out a low poke like down 1, and whether it hits or not, they'll just keep throwing out down 1. In the majority of situations, this is not the correct call. For instance, with Liu Kang, his down 1 is plus 12 on hit and minus 4 on block. Almost every character in the game's down 1 is around plus 10 on hit and is negative on block. This means that you're wasting the hit advantage you could use if your poke was a hit, and if your poke was blocked, it is almost never your turn. If you don't hit confirm your pokes, good players will scout this out, and they will punish you for it. Tip number 2 is to learn your anti-airs. MK11 is a very neutral-focused game, but it can be hard to play neutral if you let your opponent jump around all the time. Jump-ins are highly advantageous and lead to a free strike-throw mix-up, so you cannot just let people jump in on you. Fortunately, every character has options to knock people out of the sky. You just have to figure out what they are. For a lot of characters, their uppercut works great for anti-airing, but not every down 2 was created equal. Go into training mode and record the opponent jumping in at you with an attack. See what moves you can use to anti-air them, and test out the best ranges for them. The best anti-airs will have a high hitbox and lower your hurt box. As a bonus, a lot of characters can even get combos off their anti-airs. This will really make your opponent want to stay on the ground. Tip number 3 is to manage your resources. Between your offensive meter, defensive meter, crushing blows, and fatal blow, you have a lot of resources at your disposal. Hoarding your resources isn't really beneficial like it could be in previous NRS titles, but you should still be smart about it. Your offensive and defensive meter does refill on its own, but it takes around 10 seconds per bar to refill, and even longer if you use a breakaway. That 10 seconds can feel like a really long time when you really need a bar. I will go over this in more detail in a later video, but in general, unless it is going to kill, I would say it's best to only use 1 bar per combo. When it comes to crushing blows, however, they are one and done. You can only use each crushing blow once per match, so it is really important to manage them properly. I would absolutely recommend going into your controls and setting the crushing blows held check to on. This will make it so your crushing blow will only come out if you hold the button. If you've been playing with it off, it will be an awkward transition, but I promise it will be worth it. This will allow you to have full access to your moveset without accidentally using a crushing blow. Because you can only use each crushing blow once, using one accidentally at the wrong time can really cost you. Fatal blows give you a huge chunk of damage, but they're also one and done. I would generally recommend that you only use your fatal blow if it will win you the round, or you need to make a comeback. The biggest advice I would give about your resources, however, is that it's better to use your resource and regret not having access to it later than to lose the match and regret not having used it. Tip number 4 is similar to the last tip, to keep track of your opponent's resources. An important step in getting better in any fighting game is to stop thinking about only what you can do, but to also consider what your opponent can do. When someone has full defensive meter and you predict a breakaway, alter your combo to maximize your damage. If your opponent has no defensive meter, pressure them on wake up. Their only option is to delay wake up. Keep track of your opponent's crushing blows. Aaron Black players will want to go for the overhead boot drop twice in a row if they still have the crushing blow available. Use this knowledge to your advantage. And keep in mind that if your opponent still has their fatal blow, they will get access to it as soon as they reach 30% health. Don't get caught by surprise by a wake up fatal blow. My final tip is to learn your flawless blocks. Flawless blocks are difficult, but it is absolutely worth it to practice them. Almost every abusable string in the game has a gap that can be flawless blocked and punished. Don't let your opponent abuse strings with gaps on you. Being comfortable with your flawless blocks can change matchups. Scarlet has to alter and mix up her pressure against anyone confident in their flawless blocks, because almost all of her strings have gaps in them. To practice your flawless blocks, go into practice mode and record your opponent doing the string you want. Then just keep practicing the flawless block. It will pay off. And those are my top 5 tips to improve your game in Mortal Kombat 11. If you follow these tips, I guarantee you will improve. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and leave me any Mortal Kombat 11 tips you have. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, and follow me on all my social media in the description below. I also stream on Twitch every week, so come hang out. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Take care.